On this episode of the Big Thunder Podcast, a sequel to a popular 2017 film was announced. Are we excited, or does this announcement make us un poco loco?
Oh, I didn't remember what it was. And some fantastic new meet and greets are coming, and you'll be surprised to find out where. Stay tuned.
All that and much, much more.
Buckle up.
And here's your hosts, Bo and Abby.
And it's 1 year.
This is our... the day we are recording this section of the podcast, it's the 1 year anniversary.
Look at us.
1 year since we uploaded our first video and podcast.
We committed to 1 whole year, and you were like, I bet we don't even do 3 episodes.
I just wanted to make sure.
Quit on this.
Well, no, what it was I wanted to. There's this thing called pod fade in the podcast world where a lot of podcasters give up before they make it to 8 episodes.
I can't
that's
imagine
like the
why.
average. It's a lot of work.
You do a lot
So
of
basically, before I wanted to start promoting it and telling people we're doing it, I wanted to make sure we got to 8 episodes. And I think this is maybe our 44th episode.
Cool.
Welcome to the Big Thunder Podcast, where we round up all the buzz out of Disney and Universal and play a fun but ultimately stupid game. We're your hosts, Bo.
And Abby. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe on YouTube. Hit that notification bell. Give us a like. Say hello. We'd love to chat with you. And if you're listening in the podcast world, do the things that Bo says to do for the podcast. Yep. I don't know what that is because I listen on YouTube.
Sure. There's time codes listed in the description if you want to bop around. But before we get to the roundup, one thing I do want to call people's attention to is we did a real short TikTok.
We did.
It's where
we TikToked.
It was a real short TikTok on our reactions, mainly your reactions for the trailer for Screamboat.
Yes.
One of the Mickey Mouse public domain horror films that are coming out.
Correct.
One of many, but I think this is the best looking one.
It is sure one.
So yeah, check out on Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, or on TikTok our reaction to that.
Yeah. And let us know if you'd like more of the TikToks.
Yep.
We're trying. We got the TikToks, the Etsy shop, the YouTubes.
We're everywhere.
The podcasts, along with being... working parents and
we're everywhere.
Such.
We're everywhere except for
Disney.
Yeah, you could say that. I was going to say everywhere except for listeners' devices.
What does that mean?
It means people don't listen to our show.
That is so rude. The people like us. There's 100 people that watch.
That's true. All right, let's get to the roundup.
Let's.
If you're new to the roundup, this is where we take a look at the biggest stories of the week. It's less breaking news and more. Hey, did you hear about this? So, did you hear that a sequel to Coco is in development?
I did.
Speaking at Disney's annual shareholder meeting, Bob Iger, CEO of Disney, announced the title. Coco 2 is in early stages of development.
Wow.
Yeah, it probably will just be Coco 2.
I wonder how long they spent on that.
Inside Out 2 is just Inside Out 2. Toy Story 2 is just Toy Story 2. Cars 2, they're all just 2 for the most part.
Because they know that people will just refer to them as that.
With the theatrical release set for 2029, the sequel will bring back members of the creative team from the original film, including director Lee Unkrich and co-director Adrian Molina. Yeah, 2029. Typically, it takes several years for an animated film to be made and come out. So this must be they must have just decided they're going to do this.
They probably heard everyone be excited about the Grand Fiesta Tour, getting refurbished, and they were hoping for more Coco.
They were probably deafened by all the cha-chings from Inside Out 2, and then all the even more cha-chings from Moana 2. So
yeah,
if you're unfamiliar with Coco, because it was 2017, Coco won 2 Academy Awards for Best Animated Feature and Best Original Song, Remember Me, written by Robert Lopez and Kristen Anderson Lopez, probably best known for their work on Frozen.
Coco wrecked us the first. Do you remember watching it?
I still have a tough time watching it because it is so emotional.
We just recently I recently, since Charlie has been loving Coco, have been able to watch it neutrally.
Yeah.
But I remember the first night watching it, we were sobbing messes. We had just recently lost grandparents.
Yeah.
And it was a lot.
Well, me and my brother and Lily went to go see it in the theater together. And she was fine, of course. But Brandon and I are both don't let it see you cry. Keep
but
it
you
in.
should. You can cry.
No, we were young boys in the 90s. It means we can't cry.
Yeah, but boys can cry.
And of course, because of synergy, we would be remiss to remind you that Disney is also planning a Coco ride for Disney California Adventure.
Oh, I forgot about that.
So yeah, how do you feel about this? I think Coco is a perfect film. I think it's Pixar's best film. I never thought it needed a sequel. I still kind of don't. That being said, Inside Out 2 was incredible. So
you feel like Coco is the best Pixar film?
I do. Yes, I feel like it is the best, top to bottom. The animation is spectacular. The songs are spectacular. The story is spectacular. I feel like it is flawless.
Yeah, I wish they wouldn't touch it.
Yeah.
You know how I feel about Toy Story.
Yeah.
3, 4.
4 is the
3
one.
is fine. 4 is too far.
Yeah.
We went too far.
Yeah. Well, speaking of big announcements, announced at South by Southwest, we covered kind of the big park news last time. As far as big rides, because that was breaking as we were recording. This is one more smaller bit, but still something I'm excited about.
Okay.
Disney confirmed Herbie and the characters from the Fantastic Four are coming to Disneyland. Where do you think you'll be able to find them?
Wait, Herbie the car?
Herbie is a robot, and we'll get more into Herbie
Herbie's
shortly.
not the flying car.
No, Herbie is a little robot friend of the Fantastic Four. Well,
Okay.
you know what? Since you asked.
Okay.
Herbie is their little robot friend. You'll see him in the trailer making dinner with the Thing. He was created for their animated series in 1978. There was a story and something I believed up until a few years ago that the Human Torch was left out of this cartoon because parents were afraid the kids would set themselves on fire. So he was replaced with a little robot named Herbie. However, this turned out just to be an urban legend. He was left out of the series for a much more boring reason, and that's because another studio had optioned the character for another project that never got made.
Oh.
So that's how we got Herbie. He's been in the comics over the years. And now he is making his live-action movie debut.
Well, that's exciting.
So they announced that you will be able to see Herbie and characters from the Fantastic Four in Disneyland. Where do you think you will find them?
I bet you'll find them at Disney's California Adventure.
You would think that. You'd think you'd find them at Avengers Campus, but you would be wrong. You will find them at Tomorrowland.
Oh, that's kind of cute, though.
Yes, because Tomorrowland is the perfect aesthetic for
the
their
future.
film because they have that same retro futuristic feel
They sure do.
in their upcoming film.
I like it. I approve.
Yep, I think it's pretty great. Now, no date was announced for this upcoming meet and greet. They also didn't say which members of the Fantastic Four would be there, so we don't know if it's going to be the whole team. Maybe it's just going to be...
How could you not? How could you have them and not have everyone?
Yeah.
It'd be like having the Avengers and picking like 2 of them.
Maybe you'll get all 4. I would love to see the Thing. I would love the Thing to be doing meet and greets.
Yeah?
No dates were announced yet, but presumably it'll be around when the film comes out, The Fantastic Four First Steps, which opens in theaters on July 25th.
So, I bet they're there by 4th of July.
I don't know. I feel like whenever they do these, they do them like the same week in the movie opens. We'll see, though.
Okay.
TBD. Speaking of new friends you can find in the parks, BDX droids are finally coming to Disney World. You can currently find them waddling around Disneyland, but now they are coming to Disney World, Tokyo Disneyland, and Disneyland Paris.
Takes so long for Disney World to get the things from Disneyland.
BD-1, the most famous BD Explorer droid, first appeared in the 2019 video game Jedi Fallen Order. They also appeared in the Book of Boba Fett and will be featured in next year's film, The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Are these free or are they behind like a little gated area?
I think they're just waddling around.
Okay.
I think you could go up. I mean, there will be cast members around to protect them.
Yeah. I couldn't remember if they were like in that like robot playpen.
There is a robot playpen.
Or if they were like freely roaming.
Yeah. I think it'll all depend on like the day.
In crowd size
Yeah.
and yeah.
Again, another one, no exact dates on when they will appear, other than later this year. So they are coming in 2025.
I wonder if they'll be there for like May the 4th.
That'd be cool. I would be shocked if they were there that soon, but that would be the time to do it. But the parks aren't the only places you'll be able to meet characters. Signs have been spotted at various resorts, including Port Orleans French Quarter and Fort Wilderness, offering character meet and greets in the lobby.
Wow.
Yeah, they're once a day on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. The times vary, as do the characters, as there's no indication on the sign which characters are set to appear.
Port Orleans and which one?
Fort Wilderness, where the 2 resorts where these signs have been seen.
Okay.
So it's like, come to the lobby at this time, and it's like a 50-minute block on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, in the past, it's not unheard of for characters just to randomly show up at some resorts. Usually they're like the deluxe resorts,
Right.
but that's That's fun.
Yeah. Lots of new places you could meet some characters.
Yeah.
But if people want to check out Port Orleans French Quarter, Fort Wilderness Lodge, the Fantastic Four, and Tomorrowland, or if they want any other magical Disney or Universal experience, they should contact
Minnie Vacay. We can help. That was weird. You should contact Minnie Vacay. I like that better.
Okay.
Here on Big Thunder Podcast, we like to keep things as real and authentic as possible. And one hard truth is that for as amazing and magical as a trip to Disney or Universal can be, planning one can be a little intimidating and sometimes even frustrating. What are the best parks for my family? What are the best places to stay for my budget? Do I really need to wake up at 4 a.m. 2 months before my trip to book dinner reservations? It can definitely be a lot. But that's where Minnie Vacay can help you. We are certified Disney and Universal travel planners who specialize in taking the hard stuff off of your plate. We love waking up at 4 a.m. for Disney stuff. And not only are our services completely free to you, but when you book a vacation package with us, we'll send you a $25 gift card. Minnie Vacay is a part of Gateway to Magic Travel, an authorized Disney vacation planner and Disney earmarked agency. Check us out on social media. We're on Facebook and Instagram to get the ball rolling on your next magical adventure, or you can also see all of our information at minnievacay.com.
So yeah, I heard something pretty cool about a free dining plan.
So Disney announced an exciting new offer for anyone thinking about going to Walt Disney World this year. There will be a new offer for a free dining plan when you purchase a non-discounted minimum 4-night, 4-day package, which will also come with a free water park day on the day of your check-in to a Disney resort.
Very cool.
So they are leveling up a bit on their offers. The Disney Resorts Collection Hotel and a theme park ticket with a park hopper option will be available June 29th through September 30th, October 20th through November 1st, and December 6th through December 22nd. So that's going to encompass Halloween.
Yep.
And Christmas parties and all of that. So that's super exciting.
Those Halloween parties are separated ticketed events, so they won't count.
Also true. So, but it's just that time frame.
Right.
So if you're going down if you're considering taking a trip to Walt Disney World to go to a Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party or a Mickey's Very Merry Christmas party.
Or Jollywood.
Or Jolly. Well, yeah, Jolly would have been started by then. Or even this summer, if you just need to escape.
Or Halloween Horror Nights.
How dare you can't mix and match.
I would mix and match.
You can't. Well, not in this offer. You can't. That's a different park.
Well, okay,
Just saying.
Regardless, but it's they're both would be separated tickets.
Yeah, but we're talking separate worlds.
Okay.
Anyways, this is a very exciting new offer. The dining plan is a real way to make you feel like you have just leveled up your VIP experience. Just walking around feeling like you're getting food and snacks and all the things for free.
Right.
Just like, I have a dining plan.
As long as you take advantage of it.
Yeah,
it's definitely
I have the dining plan. Beep.
Yeah.
Oh, no money. Oh, that's right, because I have the dining plan. Beep. So anyway, if you'd like to learn more about that, we will have all the details at Minnie Vacay as well. So send us a message.
Nice. I think that sounds like a pretty cool deal.
It does. We should do it. We should go. We should just go
Book
to Disney.
it. I'll talk to my travel agent.
What a time to go to Disney, to just escape, if you need an escape. Which I think we all could use an escape.